So once the test is completed, we should wait for the until 80% now is the 80 percentage will be there until we wait for the 100% of the test. Because of then only it is load for the entire results. Now we can observe it is 94% is completed. We are analyzing the results. See, it is all the results will be loading with the graphical oriented, and as same to we can see what the results also. So now we can observe this is the time of the today what time we run execution, and this is the duration total 25 minutes and 27 seconds is the duration happen. For that next we can see the total how many users we are executed, 10 users
10.
test. Total throughput, see in how many bytes received from the server. See, it is more than 35 lakhs 11,178 bytes we received. So average will be bytes. This is the bytes and total hits. How many total hits happen? 1632 hits happen. In that average will be 1068. And after that we need to analyze the transaction level. Like you need to come here. See each and every transaction, how many times it is passed, it will showing see 68, 68, 68, 68. Means all the transactions, each and every transaction is passed in 68 times it is iterated. Means flight booking means 68 times it happen and login is 68 times and payment and select the flight and sign up. So we need for this results is important. So now we can analyze here. So 10 user we are executed in 25 minutes. So you can observe our SLA is with 2 seconds, but we are getting for the less than 2 seconds. So only we are getting for the all the response is less than 2 seconds only. So we are good results. And you are observed as a CPU memory also, it is not crashed for the more than 85%. So CPU memory also good. So this test is a good. So no need to do for the again test because of CPU memory is good and our response time also good. Then what we can do, we need to send this report to the client. Before sending, you need to observe for this graphs also. This is the running user graphs and this is the hits graph, how the hits happen, and this is the throughput, how the throughput received from the bytes from the received from the server. This is the transaction summary. Means each transaction, launch, login, how many times it is happen, everything it will show. So after that, this is the average response time of each and every transaction. What is the average response time of each and every transaction? So for example, we need to, by merging the graph also, we need to identify. For example, I find as a is the flight booking is it is taking for the 3 seconds. So it is more than that one. Yes, right? So is it is more than SLA. So what I can do, I need to find the where could be problem. So first thing I need to observe for the first thing will be I will go to the CPU and memory. I will observe. Okay, CPU memory it is a Windows based application. It is not crossing more than 85%. Then CPU memory point of view for my side. Okay, then this is the result. And after that, I need to by merging the graph, we need to find the if it is any issue will be there, not there. How we can merge the means you can click on graphs and add new graph will be there, right? So you can I'm now adding for the this one add new graph, and after that we need to add otherwise we can do one thing measure we can first thing can do. So I'm merging for the 8 per second throughput. So how we can merge means you can click on right button in the graph, and after that we can merge graphs will be there. Everyone able to see?
Yeah.
This is the merge graph. Now you can click
Control
on
M.
merge graph. Now is already it per second will be there. So I am merging for the throughput. Now you can select for the which graph you need to merge throughput. See which graph it per second throughput. So click on OK. So here we have the select type of merge. We have the 3 types will be there. See, so overlap, entile, and correlate. See, overlap means what will happen? See, overlap means view context of 2 charts the share common x-axis. Means all the 2 charts will be sharing for the same x-axis. But when we select as a tile group, view the content of 2 charts that share common x-axis one above other. Means the results will be one like graph will be show here, one graph will be show above, and next will be correlate. So plot y-axis of two charts against each other. In that time, what will happen? In x-axis they will share, and it will chart for the against each other. So based on that, you need to select any one of this. Okay, no problem. First we'll see the overlap. See, now I'm click on okay. See the graphs will how will match. It's good, right? So both will be directly proportional or inversely proportional.
Directly proportional.
Directly proportional means there is no problem, right? So if like this, we can measure the these graphs, and we need to identify the issue also. Maybe you can observe as a its and throughput graph will be some issue. So then what is the issue we need to identify? So how we can identify means by merging the graph we need to identify, and maybe some network issue problem. Maybe it is not inversely proportional. Maybe it's an inversely proportional. Then what is the issue? Maybe application issue, means application is not responding properly. Maybe web server issue, maybe network issue. So we need to find those issues. And you need to add the graph also. We need to add any new graphs. Click on add new graphs, and we see further this is the graphs. In users we have the different graphs, running users and user summary. Already running user graph will be there. In transaction point of view, we have the different graphs will be there. Average response time, transaction per second graph, and transaction performance summary. So already we have the transaction response graph will be there. So then going to the web resources. In the web resource, we can see for the 8 per second throughput and HTTP status summary. So I am adding for this one. Means HTTP status code summary means 200, 100. You need to add the graph also. Now you can observe this is the HTTP status code. I added for the graph, and you can observe for the HTTP code will be 200 only. Means you can observe if it is anything is a 500 will be there. It is graphical oriented. It will show for the some part, means some 3% or 4% will be error count will show, like is a 300 or 400 or 500. But now is everything 100% we are success rate. That is why it is showing as a green color. So we can add graphs. So means we can like this also, we can add the graphs. Okay.
సార్ అది కూడా ఆ రిపోర్ట్ లో ఉంటుందా, మనం ఏ రిపోర్ట్ పంపించాలి అదే డాక్యుమెంట్ కూడా ఇస్తారా?
డాక్యుమెంట్ కూడా ఉంటుంది. Yeah. So now we can observe this is also some web page diagnostics. We need to page component level. We need to check the means we can use for the page background graph, or we have the some time to buffer graph. So we have the, you need to select any one of this. So you can observe for this is the URL, main URL. So it is normally see it is considered as each and everyone is a percentage mode. Sign in page. So it is a page component level, how the break happen. See, each and one will be come as a like this. So like this we can add the graph, and we can merge the graph also. Okay, now I am merging for the graph throughput graph. I'm click on here and merge graph, and I'm using for average response time graph. I'm merging with the throughput. Now we can observe this graph is a proportional or direct proportional, inverse proportional. So throughput and average response time will be every time will be inversely proportional. Means this graph is going to the some different way, and this graph is going to the different way. So both should be inversely proportionals. Remaining all graphs will be direct proportional only. So after that we need to like this, we need to check for the things. So what are the things like what is the issue? It is CPU or memory, or by merging the graph, it is a application side issue or web server issue or application side or a DB server issue. So we need to find this. Then maybe everything is good. No need to check for this all things. So just we can go to the reports and click on report template. And generate report. So automatically report will be generated. What are the graphs we added and everything will come here. So now you can observe generated details. So run name is this is the test name. You can observe this is the load runner analysis file. What is the action? You can observe dot LRA is the analysis dot extension. This is LRR nothing but controller file. Dot LRR. And after that you can observe here. This is the group name, nothing but what are the scripts we are executed. All the scripts will be displayed here, and how many users we are concurrent users we used, and what is the percentage and everything will be there. Mainly we can concentrate for the like how many user executed, what is the average hits and average total throughputs, and transaction per second, how many it is happening. Means total pass transaction per second 0.369 seconds it is taking for the per second one transaction.
Okay.
After that, this is the graphs, and now we can observe for the main thing will be this is the STP status summary. Also you can observe all will be 200 means we are getting for the successfully request sent and we are receiving for the successfully also. So means that is a good thing. So and after that, this is the major thing we need to check for the our transactions. Launch, how much time it is taking, logging and the payment, and select flight, sign off, and click on flights. We are meeting SLA or not, we need to check.
So below 2 seconds means the average time we have to check or maximum.
We can
time?
yes, we can only consider average time only.
Okay.
See, minimum means what will happen means that will be sometime any one of the point it is reached this minimum time, and maximum also it is any one of the time only it is reached for the more than that one. Means one time only it is happen, but average we can consider as the average of the response time. Okay, got it right?
Okay, sir.
So after that you can observe for the see I took for the some by worst URLs means for using for this response time it is taking the time. So which one? Click on flights. So in this space component level we observe for the total minimum and average it will showing for the how much time it is taking. So and sign up page. So some worst URL response time it will showing. Maybe you are getting for any we are not getting it in SLA, then you can observe for these things. Okay, for this URL it is taking a high response time, because of that we are getting for the more response time. And after that you need to resource consumption, and CPU and memory have the access in this particular point of view. Most resource consuming for the URL means CPU memory for this URL it is taking for the how much time it is average taking. So we can consider this sort of things. And after that major things we need to monitor this. After that we need to see for the each and graph also. This is the running user graph. This is the 8 per second graph. What are the graphs will be there? Everything will show. This is throughput graph. This is the transaction summary graph. This is the average response time graph. This is the throughput and it per second. We merged, right? That graph also it will show. See. So HTTP status code summary also we added. See, this is the HTTP status code summary graph. So these results you need to send to the team. Like you need to select save and say we have the different format will be there. You need to send PDF, means you can send the PDF. Otherwise, you need to send as a CSV file. You can export as a CSV file. So based on that, we need to send for the any one of these. You can select this one and click on OK, and it will be generated for the report. And that report we need to send to the team. Like this, we need to save, and we need to, after that, go to the particular folder and we need to open. I think where it is save notes. It is saving on the desktop only. Already saved report 1. Now you can go to that place and you need to open for the report. Desktop only, right? Yeah, report 1. See, this is our one. We can open this one. For this file, you can attach and you need to send the mail. So how we send? We are execute the test with 10 users, flight booking application. Okay. For this observations, what are the you find observation you need to give in while during the test and after the test also CPU memory utilization is normal. And we find that the response time of each and every transaction is good. So please find the below, please find the attached sheet for your reference. See, now you can see for results. Entire results will be loaded. So what is that transaction response time and everything will be there. So based on that our format we can select and we'll see. So like this we can analyze the results. Everyone understand?
So maximum we'll get only CPU error. CPU
Not only I'm not saying, but that is a major thing.
Sir,
major thing.
Yeah.
Other than that,
sir,
any
ఇప్పుడు
other did you observe?
We have the many things will be there. While during the test, we'll get for the some DB side also. Some query it is taking high response time. Because of that also, we are getting for the response time will be we are not meeting SLA.
Okay.
So we need to find the DB level. Like we can take for the ADABA report will be there. We can take that ADABA report and we need to analyze the results where it is the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
సరే ఇప్పుడు ఒక అప్లికేషన్ కి మనం స్క్రిప్ట్ జనరేట్ చేసేది ఒకసారి చేస్తాం అండ్ ఇట్లా మనం వర్క్ చేసిన 2-3 టైమ్స్ స్క్రిప్ట్ జనరేట్ చేస్తాం సార్
ఒక అప్లికేషన్ లో సో సి ఒక అప్లికేషన్ వన్ అప్లికేషన్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ as a flight booking is a one scenario, okay, and that same application you are doing for the cancel booking as a one scenario.
Okay.
So based on that we have the different scenarios. In that one application only we can create for the number of scripts.
Okay.
Got it right?
Yeah sir.
సో శ్రీరామ్ మీరు చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే ఫ్లైట్ బుకింగ్ ఉంది కదా, వెబ్ టూర్ ఉంది కదా, వెబ్ టూర్నే డిఫరెంట్ క్రైటీరియాతోనే వి రికార్డ్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్స్ అండ్ విల్ రన్ దోస్ స్క్రిప్ట్స్ సెపరేట్గా వెబ్ టెక్స్ట్ వెరిఫికేషన్, ఇమేజ్ వెరిఫికేషన్, కోరిలేషన్ ఇవన్నీ కలిపి ఆల్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్స్ విల్ రన్ ఎట్ ఏ టైమ్ అండ్ విల్ చెక్ 10 యూజర్స్. అంతే కదా అందులో?
అంతే.
సో ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ చెక్ అన్నట్టు హౌ మచ్ ఇట్ ఈస్.
అలా ఇప్పుడు అలా సెపరేట్ స్క్రిప్ట్స్ చేయాలనేది కూడా వాళ్ళు మనకి డాక్యుమెంటేషన్ ఇస్తారా లేకపోతే అది మన చాయిస్?
లేదు, వాళ్ళు చెప్తారు.
ఓకే.
Okay, before doing
The
the
AA
scripting, they
scenarios.
will give for the use case document. Like they will give for the, these are the scenarios we have. Is the flight booking is the one, and we need second scenario will be flight booking and cancel one scenario. So like that they will give for the scenarios. Based on that, we need to understand the business flow before recording, because of while recording you don't come to the back, and so that is why you need to first understand the business flow, and you can do practice manually, and after that start recording.
Okay, sir.
Got it, right?
Yeah, sir.
సో ఇక్కడ ఒక
So
క్వశ్చన్ అడిగే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది కదా శ్రీరామ్, హౌ విల్ యూ డూ ద స్క్రిప్టింగ్ అని చెప్పేసి అడుగుతారు, బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద యూస్ కేస్ అని చెప్పేసి చెప్పొచ్చు కదా.
how will you doing the scripting means we can how will you doing the scripting means that will be different, right? Question, see how
The
we
load
can do the
runner lo
scripting in
how you
load runner
do-
or visual means we can tell as a, actually we need to open the visual, and after that we can select new project, and after that we need to give for the scenario name, and after that click on record button, and after that we can select as a web browser, and we need to give for the URL, click on record button, and after that it is a browser will be invoked, and we can give for the transactions, what are the transaction. Once business flow completed, we can stop the recording. Your question answer will be this one.
ఓకే.
Everyone fine, right? We can good to close class.